Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of the GPSforlove.com. Have you ever been in a relationship where there was a conflict between your head and your heart? You knew you wanted something more. You knew you deserved more, but for some reason, you knew you weren't getting it, but you just couldn't leave. You just couldn't get out. Or maybe you're in one of those relationships right now. Well, if that strikes a chord with you, I want you to pay close attention, because today we're going to talk about a specific strategy on how you can resolve that conflict between your head and your heart. So I want you to pay close attention. This may be one of those videos where you might want to get a little pen and paper and take some notes here. So the first thing you need to do when there's this conflict is to get clear. And what I mean by that is getting crystal clear. And that's to ask yourself this one question. What is it that I really want? Because at the end of the day, you know what you really want. And if you really pull away the layers of the onion, when you get to the core, what you're going to find out is that you want an awesome relationship with a great guy where you're truly and happy fulfilled. See, you know, at GPS for Love, we're all about creating that great relationship. This isn't a site where it's about just getting a guy or getting a relationship. So if that's what you're looking for, just how to get a guy or get a relationship, you might as well turn this off right now. But if you're interested in how to create that great relationship, the kind that you really desire and the kind you know you deserve, I want you to pay close attention. First step is to get clear. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want? And once you do that, the second step is to ask yourself this next question. And that question is this it? Am I currently experiencing the results, the relationship, the guy that I really desire? And this is where you have to really take some mirror time and get really honest with yourself, because you either are or you're not. Now, very often what happens is you go and you base it on your past, because in the beginning he was that guy. In the beginning he was showing up. Or you base it on the future, is that, you know what, it'll get better. Things will change. It's not that bad. I can live with it. I can deal with it. He says he wants to change. But you know what? That's rolling the dice, and I'm not a big believer in rolling the dice. I'm a big believer on what you're experiencing consistently. So what you need to do is ask yourself this question: am I consistently experiencing the result that I desire? And you either are or you're not. And that will lead you to the third step. And that third step is simply listening to your heart. See, there's a part of you that always knows the answer. Anytime I'm working with my mentoring clients and we get to this place, I always ask them a question. Is this what you really want? Because we've already designed that ideal relationship, you know, that end result. And very often it either is or it isn't. And so you know the truth. Your heart always knows the truth. Now, you can call that part of you whatever you want. I'm going to leave that up to you. You can call it your soul, your spirit, your higher self, your true self. To me, it makes no difference what you call it. It's just honor that there's a part of you that is always guiding you, that is always leading you, that will always help you discover your truth. And the more you sit back and the more you try and get out of your emotion and your ego and your feelings and your desires and your hormones, and you really take a good, honest look at things and get real with yourself and simply listen to that little voice in your heart, you'll always find the answer. Now, sometimes the answer may be, you know what, this isn't it, you got to go. Sometimes the answer is, you know what, I've got to have a good heart-to-heart conversation with this guy and tell him my truth, and he needs to step up. Or maybe the situation is, you know what, I've got some work to do. There are some things that I need to do so I can get over my past, so I can trust again. I can get over my hurt, whatever that is. Again, that heart is always going to lead you to your truth. So let's review. If you want to resolve this conflict, 3 things you need to do. The first is to get crystal clear. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want? The second thing is to ask yourself, is this it? Am I consistently experiencing the result I really desire? And the third step is simply listen to your heart. Find your truth. And then when you find that truth, take action. Take the next step that's going to lead you closer to the result you desire and you know you deserve. Now, again, I know I threw a lot at you, but I also want you to share this with others, because there's so many other individuals out there who are hurting, who are conflicting, that may be in relationships where they're not getting what they really want, but they're afraid to move on. And the sad part about this, and I know I was in one of those relationships years ago, and I see it with so many of our members of our community, is that they continue to waste precious time, precious energy, precious years of their life, never having the experience that they really, really, really want. And that's why we created GPS for Love. So do me a favor, if that strikes a chord with you and you know someone who can benefit from this, please send it to them. As always, I'd love to hear your comments, love to hear your feedback, and any questions you may have. We'll see you next time. Much love.